Kamala Harris fires back at Tulsi Gabbard on CNN. She's polling at 0 to 1%. So this is what Tulsi Gabbard said about Kamala Harris. She put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed when asked if she'd ever smoked weed. And when Kamala Harris says something like that, I can't help but think Michael Avenatti. He did the same thing, right? If you don't know about that, I will literally fill you in. At Political Ellie, she pointed out the fact that Michael Avenatti has become sort of irrelevant. I mean, because now that, now that Stormy Daniels had to pay Trump money, $300,000, I think it was, and he sort of, assaulted his ex-girlfriend, I think. He used to be all over the mainstream media, but now he's not so much anymore. So it sort of made sense for a Political Ellie to say something like, "You're so irrelevant." Then Michael Avenatti tweeted back at her calling her a moron. So I'm just saying, this story with Kamala Harris reminds me a lot of Michael Avenatti because obviously Tulsi Gabbard has a good point. The hypocrisy of locking people up for essentially smoking weed. Okay, so let me try this again. Tulsi Gabbard said to Kamala Harris that she put over 1,500 people in jail for essentially smoking weed, or what she said, marijuana violations, and then laughing about it, essentially trying to be all like, oh, what's the harm in legalizing marijuana? The hypocrisy in that statement is real and should be acknowledged, but instead of acknowledging it, go along the lines of Michael Avenatti saying, oh yeah, well, you're only at 0 to 1%, so as if somehow that makes the hypocrisy of Kamala Harris go away or something. It doesn't. And, by the way, mainstream media likes to criticize Donald Trump for always mentioning the numbers game when it comes to how many people show up at his rallies. I mean, he always gets criticized by the mainstream media for that. Is she not doing the same thing? But instead of boasting about her own numbers, she's attacking another candidate based upon her numbers and ignoring, dare I say, actual criticism?